Well, everyone, it's never been fun to think about the reasons why you might need a life insurance policy, but that doesn't mean it's something that should be avoided. For more, let's welcome in Ross Mack, who is the Yahoo Finance contributor, joining us here to talk all things life insurance today. Where do people need to start when they're going through the mental process of this?
Yeah, it's obviously a huge burden to think about, we're going to pass away, right? The one thing that's actually definite in this lifetime is that we're all going to pass away at some time. And the worst thing we could do is leave our dependents, to leave our loved ones both grieving as well as financially burdened. And for that very reason, we need life insurance. And you got to understand what it is. It is supposed to actually replace your income. And so you got to understand, when it's all said and done, it costs about $8,000 just to pass away, right? It costs.
Yeah.
Your final cost, in order for your body to go to the coroner, to have a funeral, et cetera, it's roughly the median cost is roughly $8,000. And so when you're thinking about life insurance, it's a few things you want to say, okay. One, I want to leave my dependents with some money that is going to replace my income. And so, why do I need to do that? Well, one, that might actually help them pay off the remaining balance on my mortgage. That's also going to hopefully give them some type of financial footing that doesn't allow them to, like I say, continue to be grieving, but also be financially burdened and having other stresses in their life.
Certainly. And so as we're taking a look at some of these reasons here on the screen, if we can just toss that back up real quick, because you were just running through some of these, it also hits on the wealth transfer and estate planning. Let's just touch on that once again here real quick.
Yeah, so when it's all said and done, right, when it comes to estate planning, one component of it is to have life insurance, right? And you have to understand, if you were to die without a will, unfortunately, your money's all of your assets are gonna go to probate. And from there, that could potentially be costly. So when we're talking estate planning, life insurance is a big component, and that now allows your wealth to actually transfer based on all of your wishes, right? Say you got 3 kids, you get a niece, a mom, you have the ability to divvy that up based on what you actually want. And then when it comes to saying exactly how much you need, I always find that to be a big one, right? Because the average person feels as though, oh, I work, I have life insurance at my job.
Right, through your employer.
That should be enough, right? That should be sufficient. Well, the reality is that's actually not enough, right? The average job, it's called group life insurance, you're gonna get roughly 1 to 2 times your salary. So if you think about that, right? If you were to pass away and you get a lump sum, say you make $100,000, well, guess what? Your family is only used to having that $100,000 for 1 year. The idea is that you want to have roughly 10 to 12 times your annual salary. So when you're thinking about exactly how much life insurance you need, understand that what you get from your employer is not enough. You need to say, okay, if I make $100,000, I need to have a life insurance policy at a minimum of $1 million up to maybe $1.2 million. And the idea there is this, right? You get that death benefit. Now your family has the ability to take that and invest that. Now, if you're investing, call it $1 million, you maybe call it a safe 7%,
sure,
tax-free after taxes or something. Now your family's able to actually replace your income. And then you could actually reconfigure that thinking, okay, say I have 2, 3 kids and they're young of age or not of age, well, maybe another expense to think about is sending them to college. So you might actually want to have more. But if there's one thing a person's looking at this right now, understand that what you get at your job is not enough. And so one of the things you want to think about is, okay, what other, life insurance could I get to actually supplement that?
That's a great reminder, and a reminder that I need to go complete my physical for my life insurance policy here. So I appreciate that. Thanks so much. Ross Mack, Yahoo Finance contributor.